Yes, Ezreal does have physical damage. A high amount of magic damage from the Ezreal, Vladimir and Corki, as well as the Galio. Going to be a lot of magic damage there too. We'll see if
it's now I'm going to forget. But he was just hiding in the brush, trying to get the kills down.
Here he goes!
Goes in for it. One last shot back. It's heated. Bjergsen getting a kill. First blood going over as well.
That after this recall, you should see Arrow and Big reestablish bot lane pressure. You should see them moving towards the Mountain Drake and using that as a way to threaten potential neutral objectives.
KD and Todd, Dokla trying to get out. He's going to be going down as Broken Blade picks up that kill. Stuff as well. It'd be good for the first attack, but Dokla playing a bit safe. Puts a charge down. Nice defiance. It'll be all right.
Yeah, I think
they're going for this. Kavian might go for the dive. Cataclysm goes down. Throws out the ulti, charges back and forth to try to deny the auto attacks. He gets a little bit of healing back, but it's not going to be enough. There's the stopwatch plays that TSM is waiting for, and they come out with another kill on Dokla in the top lane. That goes to Broken Blade as Optic start off the Mountain Drake.
Yeah, fantastic job, honestly, using the early stopwatch there from Acadian. They can fully dive onto it. Optic will respond with the Mountain Dragon, and now Crown up to the top side looking for a trade kill.
Well, this is going to be the pickup here, a little retribution for his teammate Dokla, and Crown picks up a second kill for himself. This mid lane turret. Dokla to push top, teleports up if the team goes for anything, but Sven and Smoothie both on the inside track for Optic, Arrow, and Big, and TSM grab mid, and they're able to come down and get the Ocean Drake. Yep. Beautiful job at 17 minutes.
Yeah, they grabbed first turret for themselves, and despite all the kind of laning power that Optic did draft for, Optic will be able to trade back the bottom turret and potentially the top turret as well, as Dokla is working on that, and should be able to get it. So, 2 turrets for the one, but it is 1 turret being that mid lane turret, a very important one. 4 items. He is going to absolutely make you pay for that. And Dokla now maybe getting caught out.
History repeats itself on the top side of the map. Dokla trying to go for the fight a little bit more this time, but he's definitely going down.
And if you're losing in that side lane, it's going to be very hard for this 1v1. This 1-3-1 to really be
pressure from TSM and fight comp that they've been working with. Gonna hold off Optic for now. Broken Blade going quite low. Dardoch wants to get himself in a little bit closer as Big starts to pressure Bjergsen on the outside. Smoothies into the middle of the fight as Big looking to try and crowd control the rest of the team. Dardoch forward as Dokla's now in a 3v1 situation. Up and down is Smoothie, but is not going to provide any help for Sven. Firing in from the outside, Acadian goes down the top near mid lane. And Bjergsen, they cannot get their shots in quick enough as Optic is just flashing around these fights.
And they can go straight to Baron. This is 23 minutes in. They do have a Mountain Dragon. Acadian is down. Sven is very low HP with no teleport. We'll see if they can try to poke them off. Smoothie and Bjergsen already in the area. Sven in the mid lane trying to push that out. Some low health bars here on Optic, but we'll see if they go for the finish.
You were saying a few small mistakes by TSM would set them back. Let's see if they can get it back now. Big devouring up one. Dokla stays alive as Big gets the gray health in. Bjergsen in the middle of the pit, but it looks like Optic's already on the run. They know the damage is coming in as well from Smoothie. They do pick up a kills.
And almost on 3 items with the Corki. When he gets that IE, he is going to be able to light these squishies up.
He's a playmaker. It's the reason all those trophies.
They go.
In the pictures, they get Big immediately. How much is the team going to do to save him? And is it going to be worth? Crown on the other side of the fight looking for the retreat kills. Damage onto Smoothie. Crown's in, tries to get Sven, but he actually gets damage across 3. Not enough to kill 1. In goes Acadian. There's the attacks. The burn is down. Crown gets taken out. Bjergsen picks that one up. It's going to be Draven picking up the cash. Arrow cashes in Big onto Smoothie. Dardoch goes down by Broken Blade. He's in the middle of the fight. Here comes Broken Blade for the double kill as Arrow gets himself out alive, and he's gonna go spend that cash.
Yeah, Dokla though. How do I spend it?
Well, he's definitely getting a little extra for everybody on the team.
Broken Blade doesn't know where the extra members are, so he is giving that respect over as well, and Crown is roaming down. They're gonna try to finish the turret and then potentially dive.
Galio ulti coming in. They just make it a double kill out of this one, but wait, Acadian's also there. The flag and dragon misses the pop-up, but they get the Cataclysm kill going on to Dokla. Bjergsen over here to clean it up as well. Arrows coming down just on the right side. Sven can't participate just yet. It looks like the retreat will be in order for Optic as they lose another member in Big. Things that are down and trinkets are already used. Down to 4,900 HP. Dardoch 14, Acadian 14. Same on each side. Bjergsen with some big damage over the wall along with Sven. They are stopping to see if they hop into the pit. Crown wants in as well. Over the pit. It's going to be a hit from Sven that takes down Baron, and Optic is out quick.
That is a great way to be able to shut down the 1-3-1 as well. When you have that Baron, you can group, you can shove it up the mid lane and really force. Maybe you can defend the Baron.
Right.
When they lose more members, there's no way they can really hold that off, and they were forced to try to take a steal, which they couldn't get.
TSM now snapping that back at Optic. top lane has an outer turret. Bot lane just lost its second tier as TSM's now knocking on the front door of Optic's base. Crown doesn't really have a way to get around to the backside now. He's only looking at members that can get right out of his way. And Dokla's here to farm the front side of the minions as well. Acadian running it down mid.
Yep, just pushing those minions in. And you have all your carries elsewhere, so everyone from Optic goes over to try to respond to that, and then Acadian full tank Jarvan can just walk up, buff up those minions, and still pressure a turret by himself. And TSM likely going to be able to knock down this turret very quickly. It's going to go down on this wave, and then it's full retreat for Optic. That means you're pretty much going to have to see the inhibitor. We'll see if they do elect to fight.
Oh, seeing right through that play of Crown. Smoothie had a taunt prepared. And it looks like they're going to get some good damage on and force him to the fountain. He leaves his clone out to be a nuisance. And imagine this push happening the other way. Optic has had 2 straight waves pounding into that top side turret on TSM's side, but nobody's been there to even pick it up or push it in. And TSM's able to stay and play. The ultimate coming out from Dardoch just misses as Broken Blade takes the front end of damage. They love that. The Vladimir's just going to heal back up. Dardoch looking for possibly another way back in to help his team as now everybody's on the retreat, turning tail. And it's going to be an inhibitor that follows next on their side. TSM is just too strong 32 minutes in.
Yeah, there's just almost no way for Optic to actually triple inhib and close out the game. And these supers are going to be such a problem. You can
wins they can pick up, and then the challenge of Liquid at the end to see if it's all paid off. Here, the final inhibitor turret going down to see if this work has paid off. 35 minutes in, TSM's in Optic space to stay.
Yeah, I mean, if Optic's not going to fight in that third inhibitor, you're essentially just seeding the game at that point.
Muscles over at Baron, pushes him off by himself. You have Acadian coming in as well. The TPs do as well get Optic back to the base, corral the enemy in, make sure they aren't doing anything you don't want them to do.
And this is what happens when you give up that triple inhib. You're just corralled by these minions. It's full-time wave clear duty. So Dardoch is out on the map. It's up to him. It's going to be perhaps a one-man mission trying to steal this away, but he doesn't even have vision in the pit. He knows it's extremely unlikely. He will just head back to base. But now it is an eldered up,
battered. Damage goes down. The flag is there for Acadian to give everybody a little bit more. And Dardoch's into the middle of the fight. He's trying to find a back line, but he cannot find any line right now. Ultimate from Dokla, and TSM isn't even worried. They go on to Dokla. Damage goes through, but Sven's going to miss one Mystic shot. Smoothie just wants to join the party. They want to use their ults. They haven't been able to all game. 11-6, 38 minutes in, and TSM is making quick work of the rest of Optic's base as they scatter about. Looking for the shots. Broken Blade up front. First game on Vladimir for TSM this time, and he played it well for the team. Help from Acadian in that jungle as they get the win over Optic Gaming.
Going to be able to close this one out. 38 minutes and 4 seconds for TSM as they claim the victory over Optic and felt like they were in control pretty much the whole way through. Optic did have a couple big moments. Crown picking up 5 kills certainly was a highlight. Optic was able to get the big cash in on the Draven, but they were never able to really make good on the lane advantages that they drafted for. Picking up all of these kind of bully lanes, these matchups they're supposed to win in isolation, it never really came to fruition for them. They were never able to get a big enough advantage. And that just meant TSM was going to run the show when it came time to 5v5.
Yeah, right after that first play in the mid lane, I was like, all right, here we go. Mid lane, Crown, Bjergsen, let's go. And then a lot of just buddy system between Broken Blade and Acadian towards that top side. And we kind of mentioned coming in, we're like, wow, Dokla and Aurelia, Dardoch and Sejuani, that's